Hello, colors, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona duo of Ousmane Dembele and Sergi Roberto will be available for the Mallorca game on the weekend. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this Athletic Club Bilbao defender, Inigo Martinez, it has been reported that Atletico Bilbao want to hand a 3-year contract to the Barcelona defensive target. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. International breaks are always problematic. One in the middle of 2022-2023 with the World Cup ahead was always going to be a huge concern. Barcelona fans and management alike understood the danger of this gap between club matches. Any injury here or there would not be unprecedented at all, but in fact predictable. When it rains, it pours. On the first day of the break itself, Jules Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Ousmane Dembele, Frankie de Jong, and Memphis Depay picked up injuries, most of them mid to long term, joining Sergi Roberto on the sidelines. Araujo has been ruled out till about December or even January next year. Koundé will miss at least 3 weeks of action, and we will likely not see Memphis Depay through this October. Luckily, De Jong is only out for 1 week or so. According to the update from Spanish outlet Marca and also Javi Miguel, Barcelona have a tier of good news, as Roberto and Ousmane Dembele are expected to be fit for the game against Mallorca on Saturday. The former had picked up an injury versus Victoria Pleasant in the first half and had to be subbed off at halftime. Xavi sounded optimistic about his injury, but the player ended up missing all games thereon. Ousmane Dembele meanwhile picked up some discomfort in his leg while playing against Austria for France. Didier Deschamps confirmed that it was a knock to his calf, and after that he trained separately. Thankfully, 25-year-old Ousmane Dembele was left as an unused substitute against Denmark and returned to Barcelona the following day. While Dembele is arguably Barcelona's best creator, Roberto's presence during the Mallorca game will be more important. After Koundé and Araujo, Hector Bellerin was next in line to pick up an injury, as confirmed today by the club. This means if Roberto does not get the medical green light, Xavi has no right back at his disposal for the weekend, makeshift otherwise. After the season started so well for Barca, international break came with its own problems, and it has been a very bad week for most of us Barca fans. And we play against Mallorca this coming Saturday, a game that we all expect to win, but now that we have some injury problems, that might just make some people to be worried about how the game is going to look like, especially we have Jules Koundé out, Araujo out, but anyway, let's see how it's going to look like. I think we can still cope. Sergi Roberto was out since the game against Victoria Pleasant in the Matchday 1 Champions League, and of course the good news is he's available, but he needs to get that medical green light from the staff of Barca, and I definitely think he will have it, because we don't have any right backs now. Like this, we don't have any right backs apart from him, because we have Hector Bellerin, who have just confirmed injured today by Barca, and of course Koundé, who usually play right back, is also out for 3 weeks or so. So I think the Mallorca game, we can see Roberto taking up that role himself, as he is the only available option. I think Xavi will count on him for that game. Yeah, we have no choice. We definitely have no choice. Ousmane Dembele, luckily enough, Ousmane Dembele's knock against Austria was not that serious. Like, we could have been like, come on, is this a curse? Is this normal? Is this just a coincidence? But Ousmane Dembele just had a knock, and according to this report, the good news is Dembele will be available for the game against Mallorca. We all know how Ousmane Dembele have been so important this time for us since the second half of last season, Ousmane Dembele under Xavi's management has been on fire, while seeing the Dembele that we have never seen before since coming to Barca 5 years ago. So it's great to see Ousmane Dembele, available for the game against Mallorca, which means it was not something too serious. Talking about the game against Austria, where France won, and I think you'll be fine. So I think our forward department is still good. Lewandowski is fit. Nothing happened to Lewandowski because there were many fans who were like, after all these injuries that just happened within a space of about just 24 hours for Barca, people were afraid that Lewandowski should not be the next. But luckily enough, Lewandowski is 100% fit. So of course our main man will be with us against Mallorca. Memphis Depay not available. I think that's the only player in that forward department that will not be available for games, and reports are saying that he might not play the whole October, which would be a disaster, seriously, because we have a lot of games, and normally Xavi had this plan that he will do a lot of rotations, and we know Memphis Depay and of course Lewandowski playing that same position as well. Xavi now will only have no choice but to be counting on Lewandowski all the time. So let's see how it's going to look like. Then on to the next story of discussion. Inigo Martinez has once again become a hot topic for FC Barcelona. Not even a month ago, the summer transfer window came to an end. The Athletic Club centre-back has been identified as one of Barca's top defensive options, especially with his current contract expiring at the end of the season. With the prospect of a free transfer looming large, Barca have reportedly started talks with the defender. Athletic Club for Japan are keen on tying down the veteran centre-back to a new contract, according to a recent report from Marca. They want to hand him a 3-year contract extension that could only secure his future at San Mamés, but also give them excellent financial leverage over any potential sale. However, with no agreement in sight, the situation is not looking good for Athletic Club. And the Basque outfit are not willing to wait around for the defender to make his decision over a contract extension. This comes in the midst of speculation suggesting a verbal agreement between Martinez and Barcelona over a free transfer next year. With looming fears of the defender joining Barca for next season as a free agent, it appears Athletic Club want to hold a dialogue with the player first. They want to know Martinez's true intentions with regards to his future. Should the defender seek a move away from San Mamés, a sale in January could be the more logical option for Athletic Club at this point. Barcelona for Japan are likely to prefer a bossman deal for Inigo Martinez, whose experience at the highest level coupled with his leadership qualities could make him an ideal replacement for Gerard Piqué. These are still early days in the season, and a lot could change in the coming months as the Basque outfit continue their efforts to tie their star player down to a long-term contract. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.